Hello, my dear students from third year. A very good morning to all and welcome to my class. I hope you are hale and hearty by the grace of Almighty God. I am also fine. This is my first online class for you. Before the corona pandemic, I gave some classes on linguistics. Today, I am going to start from the last chapter of the book. And today, we will briefly review the definition of linguistics, learn the definition of sociolinguistics, and language variation. In my next classes, I will discuss the important questions from this chapter for your final examination. If you face any difficulties in getting the class, comment and let me know. Okay, let's start our class today. And today's subject is linguistics. Today's subject is linguistics. And you all know me. I am Muhammad Masood Mian, lecturer in English, Nabiganj College, Hobbyganj. And today's topic is sociolinguistics. First of all, we will start from the definition of linguistics. That means we will review the definition of linguistics. What is linguistics? People often think that linguistics involves learning languages. In fact, it is about understanding the workings of language. Again, it is defined as the science of language, or alternatively as the scientific study of language. Last of all, linguistics is a science which studies the origin, organization and natural development of a language. It can formulate general rules and regulations of grammar. Next, what is sociolinguistics? Very simply we can say sociolinguistics is the use of language in society. In addition to that, sociolinguistics is the study of speech functions according to the speaker. Besides, sociolinguistics examines the relationship between language use and the social world, particularly how language operates within an created social structure. Again, sociolinguistic studies have looked at speech communication based on social categories such as age, gender, profession, etc. Sociolinguistics is the study of the effect of any and all aspects of society, including cultural norms, expectations, and the way language is used. Next, how do linguistics spread? There are three fictive forms or medium by which language change spread. First one is from group to group. Second one is from style to style. Third one is from word to word. Sociolinguistics can be classified into two categories. First one is micro-sociolinguistics. What is micro-sociolinguistics? Micro-sociolinguistics is a linguistics dimension of society. Micro-sociolinguistics refers to research within a linguistic slant, often focusing on dialect and stylistic or register variation. And macro-sociolinguistics. Macro-sociolinguistics looks at the behaviors of entire speech communication, exploring issues such as why immigrant communities retain their native languages in some contexts but not in other. It is a part of second language. Now come to the point, language variation. This is the most important part of this chapter. From this part, there will be questions for your final exam. And today I am just give some outlines of the language variation and the definition of the some varieties of language. A language variation actually means how does a language change? That means language variation research has focused increasingly on the issues of social context. Let's know or learn the definition of some language varieties. The first one is dialect. I think all of you are introduced or familiar with this term, dialect. In Bangla, we call it Upabhasha. Dialect, the form of a language that is spoken in one area with grammar, words and pronunciation. Next one is sociolect. Sociolect is also a variety of a language that the members of a particular group or class speak. The next one, isogloss. Isogloss means two different languages of two different classes. The next one is register. The term register is a language which is used as specific purposes and professions. Next one is diglossia. Diglossia is a term used for two languages. We find two languages in regular use in a community. The next one is idiolect. Idiolect is an individual way of speaking some languages. These definitions are very simple. I think you are getting what I am telling. If you do not understand, just comment and let me know. Next, this is very important, pidgin. Its pronunciation is pidgin. A pidgin is itself a language. It is momentary language. Momentary means short living or fleeting. It is a mixture of different natural languages. Its use is restricted to certain groups. Next, another important term, Creole. Creole. When a pidgin becomes lingua franca, it is called a Creole. Creole has a habitual speaker on regular basis, whereas pidgin do not have regular speaker. Next, jargon. Jargon is a kind of technical vocabulary. Any abbreviative word is a technical word and it is also called jargon. Next, and maybe the last one is code. A code is a set of signals. A code is the specific use of language. That is the end of today's class. I think you are getting some important things about sociolinguistics. If you do not understand or if you have any qualms or any difficulties regarding this class, just comment and let me know. And I will try my level best to make the class more pleasurable and excellent. And for my next classes, I will give some questions that will help you to prepare yourself for your final examination. That's all today. Thank you everybody. Take care. Bye bye.